Tell me about your students.
Yeah, I had 3 students. 3 of my students, girls. As a matter of fact, that was part of the program that overdosed, man. Overdose. And it killed me because one of them particularly, you know, I had made a vow to always be there. I talked to her about, you know, if you ever get in a situation, call me. You know, like I was the one that would like talk people off the ledge and shit like that. And I remember clearly she kept hitting my phone, but I was on vacation with my family, on vacation, and I didn't answer my calls, right? Like I'm looking at a lady, she looking at me like, you ain't supposed to be handling business, and I didn't answer the damn call. And I got back from, we was on a cruise and I got back. And I tried to reach out to her and she wasn't answering. And went on Facebook and seen that she had overdosed. That shit broke me, man. I was blaming myself because I wasn't there to answer the call and all that other good stuff. But then 2 of her other friends that, you know, rocked with her, they committed suicide as well, like with overdose. I say committed suicide because it was all, you know, using these drugs. No matter what we said to these cats, they kept using these drugs and it killed them. It killed them. And that shit was crazy. And 2 of the guys were murdered, you know, gunshot victims.
Yeah.
So I lost 5 kids over my 18 years. 2 gun violence and 3 to overdose.
Wow.
Fucked me up. Cause you know, I'm Captain Save guy. I'm trying to save everybody and I couldn't save them. You know, no matter what we did, no matter how many resources we provided, they wouldn't stop, you know, and it led to their death.
That's gotta be tough, man. Making that connection with them young kids.
Yeah.
Wow.
You thinking that you're gonna get them right. As sooner or later, they gonna, you know, listen and do the right thing. And then, you know, especially her, because I really thought that she was gonna stop. You know, she had started coming around to the program even more. And, you know, I don't know what happened, but she fell off again. And I wasn't there. Still fucks me up some days.
Man, dealing with them kids, man, and going, how does that affect you at home? Right? Like, because it seemed like you can't separate the 2.
Yeah, it's my life, you know? I've dedicated the last 18 years of my life trying to make sure that, you know, we have a place for these young people to not go through the shit I went through and not have somebody to say, hey, I'm not okay. So I bring that home with me, you know, and my relationships have been fucked up, you know, even with my sons. I love my sons to death. And, you know, really quick, if you don't mind, I started the organization because of my oldest son at the time. He was 14 years old because of a traumatic experience. My older kid's mom used to always talk about how bad Newark was. I would always defend Newark, blah, 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 blah. She lived in Royal. We lived in Royal. I'm from Newark, but she would never let me bring my children to Newark. There's one day I convinced her that we was going to a cookout, and sure enough, we coming down Bergen right before you get to Clinton, in this little project on the right-hand side, and we like 3 cars before the light. And my son says, Dad, they beating the guy up, there's blood everywhere. And we looking back, I'm like, what the like, it was a mob of cats, you know. In my brain, I'm thinking it's like 3 or 4 kids, 3 or 4 guys beating up on this guy. Later on, my son's like, no, it was like 20 of them. Yeah, and he probably was exaggerating, but the reality of it is there's blood everywhere. They beating up on this guy. So I'm trying to get my sons out of harm's way because my son said, Dad, he got a gun. I go around the cars that was waiting at the stoplight. It felt like the damn stoplight would not change. You know, all of this shit happening, right? And I get past the light. The police station was on like 2 blocks down. We seen a cop coming out. I swerved over, got out the car, and went and told the police officer what was happening. As I'm talking to the police officer and telling them, yo, they gonna hurt this guy, one of the guys just pulled out a gun. We heard a gunshot. He gets in his car, going back down the street. We only 2 blocks away. I'm yelling and screaming at my son, don't ever let me catch you on these streets. You see what just happened? I'm going off on him because I'm embarrassed that they seen what their mother talked about, right? I'm embarrassed. My 14-year-old son in the middle of my rant says, Dad, you always talk about being part of the solution, not part of the problem. Like, what are you doing about it? And he's shaking his head and everything. And I'm like, what? Did you hear what I just said? It's me deflecting and trying to get it off of me. And I'm like, just listen to what I just said. Crazy. My son just fucking called me a hypocrite.